Hello everybody, so today I'm going to be teaching you how you can use organizational and learning strategies to improve executive function in middle schoolers. According to the text, by improving executive functioning skills, this will improve your students' academic success. And these strategies I'm teaching you are things that you can do with your student and then hopefully decrease your modeling and your prompting to have the student do this independently, thus increasing their academic success chances. If they can do these strategies on their own, you're going to improve their comprehension and their learning abilities. So if you follow along with my handout, there are several different types of strategies you can use. Creating inferential sets. So this is where the student's going to use that knowledge that they already have and then apply it to the topic that they're learning. For example, you're learning about elephants, okay? So you're going to have the student ask themselves, what do I already know about this topic? Well, I know elephants live in zoos and maybe they're from Africa and that's all I know. Okay, but that's a start and that's a lot better from them starting with nothing at all. So by having them use the knowledge they already know, this is going to help them in their learning. The next one you can have them do is self-questioning. So the students are going to ask themselves questions as they're completing tasks. This can be such as when they're reading a book. So you're going to have them ask, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to read a book. What is my plan? We'll get to some future plans here later. And then they can ask themselves, am I using my plan and did my plan work? So like I said, we'll talk about some plans here in a second. So a plan could be using think aloud. So the student is going to reflect aloud on what they know to guide their learning. So as they're reading the book, okay, we read through one chapter. You're going to have the student ask themselves, okay, what did I just read? Well, I just read that X, Y, and Z happens. Oh, I'm going to write that down. So that's going to help them guide their learning and make sure, okay, I just read. Did I understand what I just read? So you can apply this in so many different contexts, which is awesome. One of my personal favorites that I use even in the high school is reciprocal teaching. So this is having the student teach you, the clinician, or have them teach a friend about something they just learned, or having them with a friend learn something new together, and then they each teach each other things that they know. Not only does this help them learn some independence skills, you also can do some social teaching with this and having students recognize, okay, this person may comprehend things a little differently than I do. Doesn't make them wrong, but it's just different. And so sometimes students really need that to learn. Also, this may help them learn new different strategies that they can apply to their learning. Everybody learns different, and maybe their friend can teach them something new. The final one is graphic organizers, which I will show you a few here in a second. So this is using organizers to map out thoughts and help them comprehend what they just learned. So with a client, like I said, we're going to be looking at middle schoolers. They can have expressive and receptive language deficits. You can really use these with a lot of students. They're fantastic. So you can find several online. I have a big, nice, thick stack of them that I used. So what you're going to do is you're going to have any type of graphic organizer. For example, let's see here. I'll pick out one. Okay. We've got the characters, settings, the problem, and the solution. You can also do several other different graphic organizers. Think about webs. So you have a big central circle, and from that central circle are branching off other circles of main ideas. The graphic organizing is endless. So you're going to have the student have a graphic organizer, and then while you're reading a book, so I don't have any middle schooler books, but we'll just pretend this is, I don't know, so the book about, the Maze Runner. Okay, this is the Maze Runner. So the student is reading this for fun, and we're going to help them increase their comprehension through graphic organizing and through reciprocal teaching. So with the student, we're going to read 2 pages, okay? I read my 2 pages, and we're going to give our student their graphic organizer. And in this situation, we're going to use a spider web. So the spider web, we're going to have our central problem, or our central character. So let's say we're going to put in the middle circle, characters. And from that circle, we have different branches reaching off. So we're going to have the student understand and fill out each one of those circles, all the characters they learned. You're then going to be like, okay, tell me what you just read. And you're going to use reciprocal teaching. And this is going to empower the student and help them know what that they know about their reading material. So I just read about these characters that got put in a maze, and I read about, I haven't read the Maze Runner, but I read about X, Y, and Z. So you as the clinician, you don't have to know all of these books and all of these reading organizations. Have the student teach you, and you guys learn it together. And through graphic organizers and through reciprocal teaching, you can accomplish this. So like I said, the world is endless with using organization strategies, and you can use all of the ones that I listed above in the handout, like the creating inferential sets and self-questioning. All of this you can use in your teaching.